First, I just moisturized my skin to make sure that it wasn't dry. Then I just applied some foundation, and I applied a little bit more than I normally would just because I wanted to be a bit more pale. Then I put a lot of concealer on my face, right in the middle, on my nose and underneath my eyes, because I wanted it to really stand out in those areas and be very pale. Then I took a lot of highlighter and highlighted mainly where I put the concealer, just so that it was very bright and shiny and very, very pale. Then I applied a very light eyeshadow and put that on all of the spots that I highlighted just to make it stand out a little bit more. Now I decided to use my Be by Bubs Beauty palette because it had all of the shades that I needed. First, I used the shade Optimistic, and basically what I did is just took my brush and applied it anywhere that I didn't apply the highlighter and white eyeshadow. Then I took the shade Inspired and just kind of defined those areas a little bit more and gave a little bit of a shadowing effect. Then I took the shade Able and gave it a little bit of a glowy effect, and it turned out very pretty, and I really liked it. Finally, I took the shade Inspired and started to define my nose. So basically, all I did was just draw two lines as if I were contouring my nose, but I didn't blend it in very well so that it was very defined, you know, like a deer nose. I just continued doing that until I got my desired look, and then I blended it out a little bit so that it wasn't such a stark line, and I was really happy with the result.
Here we go.
Finally, I took the shade Happy and just applied it in all of the areas that I applied the highlighter just to make it stand out a bit more. Now I just took a black eyeliner pencil and basically drew on my nose and the little line connecting the nose to my upper lip. And I used it as a lip liner as well, and I just lined my upper lip. Then I took the shade Creep in my Naked palette, and I just filled in the black liner and made the lines a little bit more defined. I didn't have any black lipstick, so I just took the shade Creep again and mixed it with a little bit of petroleum jelly and created a lip gloss sort of texture and placed that on my upper lip. Then I just set that with my setting spray, and next I just took a lighter lip gloss and placed that on my bottom lip. Then I just took my Bubs Beauty palette again and highlighted any areas that I felt needed a little bit more highlighting. Then I took the shade Inspired and just placed it right underneath my eyes and just kind of put that on my lids just to define my eyes a little bit more. That's pretty self-explanatory. Then I took my black liner again and began lining the inner corners of my eyes just to kind of give it a pointed look. Then I just put some tape right next to my eyes, and I took the shade Creep in my Naked palette again and just lined my eyes with that, just to get kind of like that cat eye effect that I was going for. Then I applied some crazy long false eyelashes off screen, just because it gave it that nice doe eye effect that I was going for. Then I just applied my mascara. Then I took a white pencil and just lined my waterline to make my eyes look a bit bigger. And then I just put mascara on my bottom lashes. Then I took that highbrow pencil again and began drawing on the spots on my forehead and my cheeks. Then I just began blending that in with my fingers. Then I just tamed my brows with my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow gel. And then I set my face with my all-nighter spray. Alright, now on to the antler headband. So I just took some twigs from my backyard and I trimmed those down to the size that I wanted for my antlers, and then I bought a headband, a fall wreath, and fall leaves. First, I just sized the headband to my head, because this was one of those headbands that actually fits to the size of your head. That way it's more comfortable. So yes, that was the first thing that I did. After I found the right size, I just took the antlers and placed them on the headband where I think that they would look the best. Then I just took both antlers and hot glued them onto the headband. So yeah, that took a while, so this is going to be very sped up. Once both the antlers were hot glued on, I just took the wreath and I trimmed off all of the flowers so that I could hot glue those onto the headband as well. Yeah, and then I just placed those on wherever I thought they looked best, and then I hot glued them on. And yes, it did get a bit darker progressively in this video because it took a while and it became nighttime very fast, so that's why it gets a little bit blurrier and darker. Once I was finished hot gluing all of the items onto the headband, this was the finished result, and I absolutely love it.